Good afternoon, everybody. Noodle Thumb here. Today I've got for you this Opnus XZ, a blue belt dimple lock. As you can see, it's got a a row of pins on the top. It's got a row of pins on the right side here. I'm using this unmodified Huck huge flag. I'm doing that because I can rest it on the bottom of the keyway for those right-sided pins, and then use it more as a hook for the top row. I have been messing with sprinklers and setting up shade sails all day today, so I don't know that my hand sensitivity is particularly on point, but we're gonna see what I can do. I got this lock earlier this week and have been messing with it kind of low-key a few days. Figured maybe today was the day I get it. One weird thing about this lock, if you overset, sometimes the pins don't come back down. So I have been known to pick at it for a little while, not realizing that I've overset something, and then I'll reset it with the tensioner, and then after a while get frustrated, try it with the key. Lo and behold, it doesn't work till I give it some jiggles, and then it's fine again. So now just habitually, every time I reset it, I go ahead and run the key, make sure everything is returned to where it's supposed to be. I think I'm over tensioning here. Try letting up a little bit. See if that gets me. There's a little bit of something reverberating through the tensioner. There we go. I felt that, so that's nice. And there we are, picked. That was faster than I thought it would go. Now I have to hope that I set myself up well for the gutting process. Let's see. Take this and put it this way. As I take this and pull it out of the frame, let the focus go where it wants to now. Alright, got my kind of preferred top-downish perspective. And let's see if I can very nicely take the pins out of this. Okay, I am going to turn on my lamp here. I'm really not sure whether I want to. I think I'll use the slip covers special thing about this lock is it's got these little bitty springs. You know what? Okay, so this is the top. I'm going to do the top ones there, and then the right ones up above. Am I going to do that? No. I'm going to do the top ones at the top of the tray. Let's see. Do I have? There we go. So this screwdriver I have is more than a tiny bit magnetized, and so I have been having trouble with it grabbing the springs, whether I want it to or not. I'm trying to just very gently poke this Bible cover. So as not to spoil the springs and send them off into the ether. There was one time when I scooted it suddenly and unexpectedly and ended up, thankfully, with 3 springs stuck right on the bit of my screwdriver. It was a little comical, I must admit, once it became clear that it was not tragic. See, I grabbed one right there. Jeez, they're all dancing. Get this hopefully non-magnetized out. The springs themselves, I think, are a little magnetized now. That is even less fortunate. Alright, this non-magnetized homemade janky key for the DOM IX10, which might be the next thing that I pick. Alright, so I've got the slipcover there, and I'm going to try to dump the pins toward the camera-ish. I don't know, this is going to be hard. I guess for the sake of good general practice, what I should do is show a close-up of the cups so you can see the orientation is right. This lock won't work with them upside down anyway, but again, for the sake of good standard practice, best to show when we can. Let's see now. They're not wanting to come out. There we go. So there's that first driver. There. And there's the key pin. Go back in. There you go. I'm gonna drop it when I try to grab it with the tweezers. I know it. Let's see. All right. I did not drop it. I was pretty sure I was going to. Hey, kiddo.
I know. You're good to get started whenever you're ready.
All right.
Yep.
I'm quite finished putting the shade sail up. I need to put one more hole in the wall. Put a eye bolt in there, and it is technically up right now, but it's not exactly tensioned the way that I want it to be tensioned. Let's see, I have not knocked that too far off. Okay. Yeah, I'm putting these drivers in. Actually, I think I'll just put the key pins upside down in the way that I pull them out of the lock. For the sake of expediency, and then I'll rearrange them here in a little bit. Oh, I've dumped that cup out all the way. It's going all topsy-turvy on me. And there it went. A rescue. Very efficient rescue mission. Alright. Key pin 4. And there's the driver 5. And key pin 5. Almost just dropped the lock body on my pinning tray and sent everything flying. That would be unfortunate. Alright. I really need to get a brass pair of tweezers. That may be my next splurgy Locksport purchase. In the meantime, I think I will just go ahead and turn all these the right way. Because it drives me a little bit nuts when they're not. Come on, tip over. Tip over. There we go. Catch your spring like you're supposed to. There you go. And one more. Come on. Come on. Nope. There is no escape. There we go. Alright, now I've flipped these the right way. And top stacks are good. Alright. Next row. I debated whether I should take out the stacks individually as I uncover them. I'm actually glad I didn't. I think this way works a little smoother, at least for me right now. Oh, come on. Good Lord. All right. I'm not even going to put those in the right channels yet. I'm just going to get them out, and then I'll sort them. Okay. Now I can put that. All right. See in there even. Just swinging around all over the place. Even with the tweezers, which these ones are much less magnetized than my other pair of tweezers, but clearly, well, either they've got a little bit or the springs themselves are just a little magnetized, and there it jumped over. Jeez. Alright, let's see if I can put it where it needs to go. Alright. Now the pins. Alright, so there's the cover falling off. Alright, driver 1. And key pin 1. Driver 2. Key pin 2. I'm a little calmed down now, so it's actually easier to manipulate these. Driver 3. Oh, come on. I didn't show all the cups on this row. I just realized. Oh, come on. Key pin 3. Oh, come on. There we go. Driver 4. Spilled out. Key pin 4. Driver 5. Oh, I chased it right back in there. There we go. And key pin 5. Oh, come on. It's going backwards in the next chamber. Come on. Let me grab you. Good Lord. Come on. Where's my dexterity? Rolled a botch on that dex. There we go. All right. got is that right set of pin stacks. So looking at the chambers, there's really nothing special. Hold on, let me move my light over. And get it up. Alright. Looking at the chambers, nothing special. Really there. I realize I don't know how to take the core out of this. Huh. Sorry, I bumped the camera with the brim of my hat. Well, I guess I should show you the pins. I'll give you a close-up of the pins, and then I will decide if I'm gonna further disassemble this. So there's the pins, top stack up top, right stack down below. And then, let's see, what are we gonna do with this? Looks like maybe I could just pry this back plate off, and then maybe there's a C-clip. Okay. I will be right back. I get a little beefier screwdriver than the machine one that I'm using. Let's see. That feels promising. Just gently ooching this back plate off works. Feels like it's coming. All right. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. All right, so there's the back plate. And then it looks like, oh boy, that's a very fine little clip in there. Not even sure. There we go. I might be able to just get under it and then ooch it up over this lip. Okay, holding it there. Hold it there with my thumb as I, there we go. Is that going to be able to grab? It might. Okay. ring. And that may... Nope, that has not, in fact, freed up the core. Which makes me wonder if this is part of the core retention as well. Well, I think any further disassembly is going to be destructive, and I don't particularly want to destructively gut this little beast. So I'll just hold this up. You can see that's the bottom of the keyway. There's the top row of holes, and then there's the bottom row of holes in the core. That's kind of cool to see. But in any case, that is the Opnus XZ. Y'all have a good one.